Okay, so today we're actually going to be talking about this very upsetting story that is coming out of Houston about a woman who was brutally murdered by her husband in front of their 8-year-old daughter. Before we get into this, do not forget to leave a comment down below. Also, like and subscribe, and I would appreciate if you could hit the thanks button as well. We're going to get into this. So this is actually a petition that is on change.org from the family. I'm going to read what all happened. So it says, revoke bail of Michael Simpson Jr. for brutal murder of Robin Simpson, domestic violence situation. Okay, so this petition is started December 21st, 2023, and it's to the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, as well as 3 other individuals that I will be naming much later. Okay, so they wanted to essentially get signatures because this guy committed a brutal murder, which we will get into, and he has a bond that he is able to post because apparently his family is able to post said amount. Okay, we are going to get into this. This is the story that was on this petition on change.org. It says, my sister Robin Simpson was brutally murdered by her husband Michael Simpson Jr. in Houston, Texas. This horrific act of violence was not just a murder. It was a savage act that involved stabbing her, y'all, over 100 times and removing her heart, brain, gutted and mutilated her body. All the while, their 8-year-old daughter watched helplessly, fearing for her own life. He chased them through the house, yielding a knife as he terrorized Robin, the deceased woman, to death. Wow. So this man, her husband at the time, 100 times he stabbed her. He removed her heart, brain, gutted and mutilated her body. Okay, now you may say, well, what does this have to do necessarily with having the petition? We're going to get into this. All the while, the Houston police sat outside of her house as this happened. So as he is stabbing her 100 times, removing her, different organs, the police department is sitting right outside. According to Houston PD, Lieutenant R. Wilkins told Fox 26 News, Robin called the police about her husband running around the house with a knife, having suicidal thoughts, and they were pulling up as her call dropped. Okay, so you would think, okay, this should be right there. Robin called the police twice as she was being chased and attacked. The one officer got there, then waited outside the house for the other officer to arrive before they even went in. So he's already outside. And he's like, well, I know she called twice. I hear her screaming and everything. Whew, but I got to wait for backup. We want to know how long did it take from her call till the first officer arrived until the second one arrived. How much time did Michael Simpson Jr., her killer, have to gut her body, take out her brain and heart? You stabbed her over 100 times. You took out these organs. So how long were they just waiting outside? Like, okay, well, I can't go in unless I got backup, y'all. So, I don't know what y'all want me to do before he finished the job completely. The Houston PPD had denied right to know requests from several media outlets regarding the release of Robin's actual phone calls to the police and the timeline of the officer's arrival time, along with the body cam footage. Michael's father, Michael Simpson Sr., had retained a law firm in Houston. I'm like, okay, so you're going to help out the family. Retained power of attorney for his son and is now trying to help him get bond because they have the means to do so. So he can help him get out on bond. He's helping his son, who's a grown man, who brutally murdered his wife in front of his 8-year-old daughter. Well, why is he offered bond in the first place for a crime like this? That's the whole point of this petition. Ignoring the fact that his granddaughter was traumatized as she watched her father brutally kill her mother. Her own grandfather is willing to traumatize his own granddaughter as he knows she is extremely afraid of her father and possibly will come to try to kill her. Which is, that's what it is. If you did that to my mom, what you gonna do to me? Despite the severity of the crime, the murderer had been granted bail by Judge Robert Johnson of Houston Criminal Justice Court. Judge Robert Johnson is also up for re-election in 2024. Houston, please remember this when it is time to vote in 2024. This guy is letting these murderers out. As someone who brutally murdered somebody, you gutted your wife, you took out her organs. And who's to say you weren't going to try to do it to the 8-year-old before they busted in there? And you think that you should get reelected after letting somebody like this out? We are also trying to raise money for an attorney to help navigate us through the horrific process. So here are the decision makers that they have. They have Greg Abbott, Sylvester Turner, Kim Ogg, and Judge Robert Johnson. So these are all the different people. You got the governor, mayor, district attorney, and the judge. And I wanted to bring in a little bit, and this is from ABC, just a little bit more that this petition did not say. Okay, so they were saying after stabbing Robinson, investigators said that the husband he stabbed himself, but he later recovered. So he didn't like brutally, stab himself. He tried to kill himself, apparently. That's what it appears to be, but was unsuccessful at it. The family is terrified that Michael Simpson Jr. could post bond, which was set at $340,000. Okay, he would have to put up 10%, so $34,000. And if you have the means to do so, which your dad is trying to get you off so that you could, so trying to post bail for you so that you could just be out after you brutally murdered somebody. That's one of the things that I never understood in these kind of cases. It's like, why is it that you are letting these particular people just go out? We've seen time and time again where you have, whether it's violent or non-violent, but you will have someone with, let's say, they've been arrested 15, 20, 30 times. You're just like, well, we could give him another bail. You have this where the dude just brutally murdered his wife. We could get him out on bail. We could get him out on bond. This is what I was saying in a previous video. Who is profiting from this? You can't just tell me it's a bail bondsman. The state's profiting from all this stuff. And whoever, is whispering in the judge's ear, because that just doesn't make sense why you would just be like, okay, well, you know what? Let's just let him out. Yeah, they could just go out. I know they're a terror to the community, but oh well, let me know what you all think about said story down below. Hello. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would appreciate if you could leave a comment down below, and also do not forget to like and subscribe. I would also appreciate if you could support me at latricelimited.com. This is my own personal small business where I sell bath and body wellness items, such as I have bath bombs, I have soaps, candles, essential oil blends, sleep eye masks, and a whole bunch more. I'm actually going to show you 2 featured products. So this one is my candle. Okay, this is my vanilla wood wick candle. As you can see, there's wood in there, and it gives a nice crackling sound. It's like a bonfire, campfire, but in your house, yo. Smells so freaking good. This, my sweet roses, are my top scents for me personally. I also have soap. So this one right here is this nice cool water soap that I have. It's more of a masculine, sexy scent. So I would greatly appreciate if you could go and support me. And now I hope you have a good day.